This season of Shark Tank is underway right now, and all the shark investors are always looking for ways to give back. Daymond John mentors military veterans turned entrepreneurs, and Daymond joins us now on the couches. Hey, Daymond.
What's happening?
Thanks for coming in, man.
Good seeing you again.
Back in. You are working with Bob Evans Farms. We talked about this last year. This is the third annual Heroes to CEOs program.
Absolutely.
And that provides their businesses with a grant and with some mentorship sessions with you. So tell us about that process.
Yeah, so, anybody can register, and I think the contest is over March 20th, and it is any veterans, and they'll come out to New York. We'll pick 3. They'll come out to New York. I'll mentor them on how to pitch, and they want to walk away with $30,000.
So 3 years ago, I remember that the 3 winning companies were all food companies, and I thought that was interesting. One was called like Vet Veggies, one was a sauce, so that was interesting. And I wanted to ask, with Shark Tank, when you guys choose to invest in a company, obviously you track the company because now you're involved, you've got skin in the game.
Sure.
Do you look back and check back in on the winners of this contest and kind of see how they're doing years later? Yeah,
well, we've been in touch. Actually, I saw one of the winners, her company is called Mud Sauce. I saw it about 2 weeks ago, and so we do keep in touch with them, and we try to still give them resources to grow, and they've been doing great. And this is the best part about being part of Bob Evans Farms in this program is that when you get the money, you get the money. You don't have me or Mr. Wonderful saying, how many royalties am I going to get, or I want 50%, and they're showing up at your house and looking for my check. No, there's no catch. I mean, you get to put it towards your business, and that's when companies really need that cash right in the beginning when they're growing.
What is great about Shark Tank is you're not only getting exposure to startups that you can help grow, but you're surrounded by people that you can learn from yourself. So when you think about the no, I'm not even talking about the OG judges. I'm talking about the guest judges.
Yes,
so like Sarah Blakely, Nick Woodman, Chris Sacca. I mean, who has been the most inspirational person for you, or who do you feel like you, are kind of envious of their success, or you feel like you can learn a lot from?
Nobody really is. I'm envious of their success but I do respect them, all of them, right? Listen, Bethany has, as a guest shark, she changed my whole way that I thought she was going to come on, start arguing and this and that. She was she understood her business. She was all about the other individuals on the other side of the table, and then she would go off and try to help victims of hurricanes as soon as we left there. So many of them are really, really fascinating. Chris Sacca, I love another billionaire who could stick it to Mark Cuban and make Mark bristle up, So I learn from all of them as well.
Can we ask you about Blueprint & Co.? That is your co-working space. How is that going? And then obviously on this show, we are always talking about WeWork, although now it's called the We Company. Because they want to do we this, we that. And I'm sure that Blueprint & Co. gets compared to WeWork. How is it different, and how has that gone for you?
Blueprint Company is mid-sized companies who have co-shared spaces, and they may be in Newark or some place like that, but they can't find the talent that they want to go to Newark. So they'll have 2 kids or three people there from their marketing team in there. It's decent. I realize I don't necessarily want to be a huge landlord of a lot of startups because I'm at the water cooler in my company and somebody's pitching me and I'm already on Shark Tank. I like a lot of these mid-sized companies who just want to keep their tentacles out there and be around like-minded other companies.
In other words, it's not brand new companies starting from day one.
You can't get in if you're brand new. You have to be established.
I see.
Now, Dan mentioned that the first 3 companies that you were pitched as part of your program were food companies.
Yeah.
You have a lot of companies coming to you, a lot of different companies on Shark Tank. What area is most interesting to you? Is it food? Is it gadgets? Is it kind of where do you think the most interesting space is right now?
I really don't mind where the space is as long as I know that they have some kind of membership program or they're converting online and things of that nature. The ones who are traditional brick and mortar retail are really not of interest to me, but those who have subscription services and they also are giving back at the same time, those are the companies I find work. Mamba Sox did really well. They came on doing,
I love Bombas.
Yeah, they came on doing about 800,000. I think they're going to break 100 million this year annually in business, but more importantly, they give back to the homeless every time they sell a pair of socks, and that's exactly why I love the Our Farm Salute Heroes of CEO program, because they're giving back. Bob Evans Farms is giving back. So it usually has to be a company that can go online and convert. They're not dependent on purely retail as well as they give back. And so those are the companies I like.
There is a company that just came on Shark Tank, and you just bought the company outright, Moki.
Moki Doorstep.
Yeah, it's a doorstep. And I thought this was really interesting because it's the kind of item that you say, gosh, it's just, something something really simplistic. You
Yeah.
put it over the door, and it's a step to reach the roof. But I've had this problem. I mean, this really fills a gap, which is, you know, we've been at Cape Cod, and we're loading the surfboards onto the roof, and you can't reach the roof to adjust the rack.
Exactly.
So you just bought this company on the spot. Tell us about that. Give us an update.
Well, you know why I like the company? Because they already had a license and a play that somebody wanted to, you know, license the company. So my job was half done. And then I related to it. Listen, I'm only 5'7", and when it snows, I got to get up on the top of my car, right? You know. So, and I related to my wife always has to put our snowboards and everything up on the top of the car. And I really, you know, it's really the simple things that you go, why didn't I think of that? They already had a license and program in place. They already had a buyer. I think it was an easy deal.
It is hard for me to picture you dusting snow off the top of your car.
Well, who am I going to call? You know, like Jeeves? I mean, like, who am I going to, you know, like, you know.
Task Rabbit.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm upstate New York. You know, my daughter's only 2, you know.
Good stuff.
In due time. Give her 10 years.
Yeah.
All right, Daymond, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Good to have you.